All right, guys. Hello. I was planning on waiting until my like actual like tournament feed came up before I like unmuted, but it's just not there still, which is very weird because the tournament's supposed to start in like 3 minutes. Yeah? No? Yeah? No? Yeah? No? Like it's Hens live? What's going on, meow? What's going on, meow? Where my feed, meow? Oh yeah, his is working. What the fuck? Where's my feed, meow? What the fuck, meow? Come on, meow. It ain't working, meow. Weird.
So get the fuck out of here, man. Every time you join, I'm losing. Get out.
Yo, Cat, thanks for the thank you for the raid. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Kaylee Toby's 30 minutes early. Bro, I might actually be 30 minutes early. There ain't no feed on YouTube, I think, unless I'm crazy. I don't know. Yeah, Head to Stream has like a countdown on it. But I don't got that countdown. I ain't got nothing, brother. I ain't got nothing. Nothing. I'm just chilling. Cat, I hope you had a good stream. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the raid. Thank you. Thank you. All right, I don't know, guys. I guess we're just chilling and waiting. We can look at my cat for now. I'm not sure. We don't really have a feed or anything. Hens didn't start yet, so blame Hens. Wait, Hens has to start the YouTube thing? Oh yeah, he just said live now. My bad. Okay, I think our feed. Oh, I got it. It's there. Aha! All right, we're good. Portugal versus China was fucking insane. Yeah, did that happen in World Cup a little bit ago? That was like recent. Nice. Raven, what up? Good to see you. Hello. Cat, hope you had a good stream. Hello. Xenomorph lovers, welcome in. Hi, hello. Cat, it's good to see you, gamer. Hope you're doing well. I appreciate you. I love that at least one of your raiders came in and said Kata is a weirdo. That's pretty. Honestly, that's pretty based. That's pretty based because your message is supposed to be Xenomorph thighs, which is pretty crazy. I can't lie to you. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, welcome in, guys. I'm kind of just waking up, getting some coffee in me. This tournament's about to start in 3 minutes, which is kind of sick. Because Praxis looked so fucking good yesterday, dude. That like, they seemed like kind of unstoppable, right? But then also like Invictus is Invictus, so like, if there's anybody that's gonna stop anybody, it would be Invictus, no? So this is gonna be exciting, man. This is gonna be real exciting. Oh yeah, man. USA beat Canada in hockey for gold? That's fucked up. Don't tell me that. Don't come in here. Don't come in here saying that shit. Fuck you. How dare you? How dare you spread it? Yo, come in here and lie to me instead. Like, what the fuck? That's fucked. That's like the worst news I could have ever received. I might end stream and just go back to bed, honestly. Pedro is sick today, so if any day Praxis wins, it's now. Ah. Like, I see. Pedro not feeling 100%, huh? But people just said Portugal reverse sweep China. Well, maybe you can go as far as saying the fact that they needed to reverse sweep them. Like, I'm pretty sure we saw, like, didn't Invictus play against Long in this tourney? I'm assuming Team China is probably not that different from Long, right? And also Team Portugal is not that different from Invictus. So, like, if they had to reverse sweep them, then maybe they are off their game a little bit. Because, like, you would think that, like, Prime Pedro / Portugal / Invictus would maybe just initially sweep them, you know? Dev, what's your opinion on nuts? I love nuts in and around my mouth. Both in and also around my mouth. I love them. Yes. Dev, who's winning? Call it now. I mean, it's kind of the boring answer, but I think Invictus, man. I think Invictus wins. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's like betting on the #1 seed, right? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's more fun to bet on like the underdog, but like, I also just think Invictus is nuts, and I don't know if they're gonna lose. You know, I just don't know if I foresee them taking an L here. You know. What do you mean by that? What? The nuts and around my mouth? I mean, I love nuts that are both in and also around my mouth. Hi, Andy. How's it going? Hello. What up, Miss Thang? Pedro's locked in? Well, I hope so. I hope so, man. I hope so. Dan Ebetrie's like... I couldn't even say your name. Yo, Entropy Destiny. Yo, good shit, man. You ran a 5K? What the fuck? What the fuck? Combined, relax now, gamer. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Hi, Devon. What up? Get out of here with your USA chanting ass. Fuck you, man. Fuck USA, too. Beating us in hockey. What the fuck? They have a lot of nerve coming in here and beating us in hockey. That's crazy. All right. The big countdown, baby. The big countdown. Oh, it's so intense. What's going to happen at the end of the countdown? Ooh. The sets. Okay. Time to give you guys predictions. The sets today are good, though. I like the sets today. Wesker, Unknown, Demo, and Clown. All 4 of those are guaranteed, no matter what. Even if we see a 4-0 sweep, we'll see those. And then assuming we get there, there was like Henry, Dracula, and what was the last one? I missed the last one. Henry, Dracula, and something else. But good sets, man. Good sets. Good sets. I like it. I like it. I really wish we would have saw one more Kaneki set. If I'm not gonna lie, like if I could really be truthfully honest with you, I would have loved one more Kaneki set. But I'll take what we can get. Here you guys go. Invictus versus Praxis Wesker set. Gambit up. This will be. I mean, bro, this is like the battle of the Wesker goats, right? Obi versus Pedro. Like these are like the 2 goated Weskers, is it not? I feel like if you ask who the best Wesker in the world is, you'd probably hear these 2 names being brought up, most likely. Obi, wait, no, yeah, Obi's gone. What? Obi's not playing. Oh, that's right. Wait a minute. Elysium didn't make it through. I'm stupid. Sorry, I'm still waking up. Oh, now I'm a little bit sadder because there's no Obi. Oh, now I'm just more sad than I was previously. Oh, why did I do that to myself? Oh. Well, still, I mean, Bultar played fucking nasty yesterday on Wesker, so like, you know, Bultar's up there too. You know, I feel like Obi's just such a flashy player to watch that like I always love watching Obi, but Bultar's a fucking beast too. So you know what? I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad. It's fine. Pedro lost his Wesker set versus China. That was surprising. Yo, interesting, huh? So maybe a little bit off his Wesker game today, eh? Oh, you know what I mean there, bud. Oh, you know what I mean there, bud. Yeah, you Americans and your fucking ice hockey. Yeah, you know what I mean there, bud. A little bit, like maybe a little bit off his game, kind of like Canada was in the Olympics there. Letting old USA take a win for the first time in 20 years. Yeah, we were just feeling kind of polite, that's all. That's right. Yeah. No biggie. Weird way of revealing us to you're a secret Elysium fan? Hey. I'm a secret fan of everyone, okay? Let's be real. I like all these fucking teams, bro. Like, I don't have a team to root against. Like, they're all just kind of awesome. Maybe that's what we need, though. Maybe we need a villain that we can root against, you know? But I feel like all the people that suck don't do well. Maybe Wispy? I don't know. Did they ban Kaneki, by the way? Was there a Kaneki ban? Kaneki wasn't even in the pool of killers? You fucker. Oh. That's so sad, bro. I want to see more Kaneki. That sucks. Nobody wants to see Kaneki? Yeah, dude. Isn't Tofu from the US? Yeah, but like shamefully. I'm like shamefully from the US. Like, yeah, I grew up in Pennsylvania, but like I'm not happy about it. Anyway, first game. We're already going in. Let's go. We got Praxis on Survivors. Pedrito here on Killer. I like it. I feel like his name changes a little bit every day. Pedro on Killer. We got Pop, Eruption, Pain de Resonance. Let me turn the volume up a little bit. And Wretched Chop. Again, I would expect from good Survivor play here for this to be like 6 to 8 stages. Like, I feel like if both sides play like really, really well, and one side doesn't get like a huge edge over the other, I would say this should be like 6 to 8 stages. That was very good use of egg there by Pedro. Slowly working his way into Shaq and getting that initial hit on Zaka. Zaka probably has BL, I would assume, since he went up this hill. And he goes around Shaq. He still has Shaq palette, so... Doesn't know how to use it, though. Goes to this filler instead and pre-throws this. Pedro? I'm not really sure what he was trying to do there. Interesting use of dash. Okay, Zaka has another filler over here. He's going to use his time waster. Maybe he's actually just going to go straight to it. Okay, not taking any chances. Just go straight to it and then pre-throw it. Although I say taking no chances, but this feels like some chances. And Zaka goes down. Virtual's right there on a gen, too. That is not good. I do not think they were planning on... I mean, obviously they weren't planning on dying here, but, like, I think they were banking on surviving a bit longer because they literally were doing a gen right on top of this chase. That's, like, kind of a little bit weird behavior. I feel like that seems like maybe the call there was that Zaka was like, yeah, I can loop this and then go back to Shaq or something, maybe. Because that's a lot of progress. That's, like, inefficient. That's very inefficient for, like, the grand finals of a tournament like this, right? Like... The grand finals of a tournament like this, you do not expect your chases to be ran 2 gens that are being worked. That's very, very sloppy for this high level of play, I would say. So a little bit odd. And this gen right here also has progress too. So yeah, this is a weirdly sloppy start for Braxis. 2 gens with progress. Immediately the chase gets brought to in the hooks there. Virtual's already kind of stealthing for Pool. Oh, he's got to be careful not to poke out too much. Oh, he's going to go for it. He's going to get it without a 1-for-1. And Marcos pops his gen. Marco started a different gen a little while ago, so that's still going. Zaka still has a bit of haste and borrowed time still. But that's going to be gone now. Oh, wins that 50. Oh, that cannot do that against a killer like Pedro, bro. Pedro is so good at those, like, quick double dashes at pallets, dude. It is so hard. That might seem like one of those plays that doesn't seem that hard to do as killer, but, like, you have to aim it so perfectly in the middle. Like, if you're even a little bit to the left or right, you'll, like, bounce off the pallet and you won't actually get the smack. Like, you have to actually aim it, like, so dead center. But Pedro is so good at that, bro. He's so good at, like, instant double dashing and putting it, like, right dead in the center and getting the hit every time. It's so crazy. Another hook comes into Zaka, though. That's a lot of hooks early. Gonna come put Pop Eruption back down on main. Marco still has a gen done, sorry, he's gonna have a gen done way across the map. That was the one he started way, way earlier whenever the chase initially went away from here. But there's another gen pop. Looks like Marcos maybe is getting off his gen to think about going for this pool, perhaps? And the other Marco took over his gen right away. So, I mean, the gens are being worked. Like, the gens are being cranked. They're definitely doing gens away from where Pedro's checking right now. Like, they're most like... Oh, wow. They're just 3-splitting. Wait, they're just 3-splitting. Okay. So, the call's been made, I think, to just let Zaka die. Zaka's just going to die on hook. No one's going to go for him. And they're going to just try to trade his life for gen progress. Well, maybe not, actually. Because Pedro committed enough away that I think Marco can make it and get the save. So, you know what? Oh, but can he actually get the save? Yes, yes he can. Yes he can. If that was a throw, he actually could have maybe denied it, but it wasn't a throw. He doesn't actually get the denial. But it is a 1-for-1 still, which is kind of a big deal. If Zaka doesn't last a while here, this actually could get a little shaky. But if Zaka's even able to last like, I don't know, like 30 seconds or something, this will be pretty. And he has a jungle gym too, right? Yeah, he's got a jungle gym. Oh! That's not something you see every day in fucking high level comp. Is the post fucking vault slap? What? That's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's kind of crazy that just worked and Zaka died to it. And now that kill comes in, we're at 2 gen. I mean, we're at 2 gens left, but they have a lot of gen progress. So like, the problem though is that they're all injured. I think a lot of this boils down to right now, does Pedro find them healing? Does he find them healing and is he able to like keep up the pressure? If they're able to like slow down and get these heals off, then I think they're gonna actually be in a pretty okay spot considering all the gen progress that's around the map. I mean, Marco's gonna have to spray at some point, which is a little rough, right? Because that's gonna reveal his position. But outside of that, they just kind of need to get healed without getting spotted. You can see they're kind of stealthing over towards this gen that's being worked up to this hill. They're trying to find a spot where they can reset without getting found. But Pedro finds them. Okay, this is pretty big. This is pretty big. He found 2 of the 3 survivors, and the other guy just sprayed over there, so he kind of vaguely knows where everybody is. And now we start a chase with everybody still injured. They have to just kind of crank gens to try to get at least something done now. Fast down though into Marcos. Very fast down, dude. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Gonna carry him over this pain res. Wow, all that high gen progress they had might be literally for nothing, bro. Pain res gonna hit main. He has pop eruption up if he wants to go find virtual gen and kick it, but I'm not sure if he's going to. He might just stick to the chase on Marco. Yeah, I mean, if he sticks to the chase on Marco, like, Marco either has to last a long-ass time, or Virtual has to, like, get off his gen to go over the unhook, right? It's, like, kind of one or the other. There's really no in-between. So, committing to this does pressure the overall team. Virtual's sticking it, though. That's interesting. Are we playing for a 4K1 now? We might just be playing for a 4K1, because Virtual is just hard sticking that. And I think Pedro recognizes. Does he find the right gen? He does. They don't even get the 4K1. Oh, they were literally just playing to survive, looking up for the 4K1, and they don't even get that. They don't even get that. 4K2 from Pedro. Oh, brother. That is a crazy way to start this grand finals. Wow. Praxis' survivors yesterday looked so, like, unstoppable. They looked so, like, insanely powerful and strong and like clean, and again it was against like Obi and Zeno and like these like really good killers, and it was like, god damn, bro, like who can stop this team? But I'm gonna be honest with you, like obviously like in chase Pedro is gonna be disgusting because he's like, you know, number 1v1er and all that. But I do gotta admit, I feel like Praxis' macro was a bit sloppy. Like I was a little surprised by it. I don't know what's going on, but they're gonna have to, I think, get something together there because, yeah, if they keep playing like that, this is gonna be a fast best of 7. I think. Like, I don't think you can have a day where you're playing like this against these killers from Invictus, bro. I just don't think it's gonna fly. Like that first chase, going like two of the gens that have progress. Like, I'm not really sure what was happening in the comms there, but like the chase started at Shack. And then it went to like 7-8 area, and that's where he died. And then the gens that were being worked were like 9 and main. So he just hooked him like right there, and then both those gens got interrupted. Like that was such a weird early game. That was such a weird, uncharacteristic early game from Praxis. And like Pedro just took full advantage and was able to get the tunnel out with gens up, and even after the fact was able to follow up on that so well. And yeah, that's just a brutal start, dude. That's a brutal start. I mean, this is most likely the set is going to Invictus now, right? Unless something crazy happens. Like Invictus survivors now just playing for a 4K1 even, right? Like they're just playing to pop 4 gens. It's kind of crazy. Like that's a pretty insane result to try to match. So I feel like this set's going to most likely go by way of Invictus, and that's going to be a rough start to this, man. It's going to be a rough start. Yeah, Pedro feeling sick. Yeah, true. More like feeling sick. Sunglasses emoji. Yo, this guy's feeling real sick. Yo, sick nasty. More like it. Max. That was pretty nasty, though. I mean, I still feel like it's hard. It's hard because it's like a mix of like, how much do you want to just give Pedro credit for playing that really well as killer, versus how much do you kind of give the survivor shit for like dying to something that's like I think Zaka dying to that vault play was like a little questionable, right? I think like in general their macro was kind of questionable. Like it's a bit of both. Like it's always a bit of both, right? I mean, but like I do think a lot of that was like it was like regular good play from Pedro, whereas I think it was like uncharacteristically sloppy from Praxis, you know? It's how I read that. By the way, Toby, make sure to keep up caster staff, but do not read it out loud. Oh. Oh, yeah. That's fair. Yeah. You mean like that one time that I spoiled a tournament? What was that? I think that was on like day 1 or something. I'm pretty sure like day 1 or day 2, we had like that setup where it was like, I think we were waiting for like Ascent versus Winter's best of 5 to finish. And I think I read in there. That they were. I think they were like, yeah, they're currently 2-2 on tiebreaker. So as soon as that tiebreaker's done, we'll send it. And I said it out loud, and I didn't realize that tournament was on like a fucking 30-minute delay. So like no one knew that they went 2-2. They were currently like 1-1. So I kind of spoiled the fact that like I kind of spoiled that they went to win a tiebreaker because I didn't fucking realize. Yeah, that was stupid. I was like, oh, they're currently on a tiebreaker. Okay, they're on game 5 tiebreaker. They'll be ready soon. I didn't even think about it. I just said it out loud. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. They're on like a huge delay, huh? Oopsie. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, happens. To be fair, fuck them, you know? That just makes it more exciting, you know? You know, it's fine. They're going to win a game 5 no matter what. It's fine. Wesker does have that goofy grin. Bro, who said it yesterday? Muasis, I think? Said that that's the face that you make after you say 6-7. My face after saying 6-7. It's so accurate. It's such a stupid, like, it literally is the face of like, I just made a really dumb joke that's not that funny, but I find it funny, you know? That's like exactly what that face is, bro. It's so good. Oh man. That's so good. So good. Alright, here we go. Boltar and killer. Again, Boltar, a very capable killer. And normally this would be a really good game where I'm like, hell yeah, I can't wait to see what Boltar can do here. But to be perfectly upfront with you guys, trying to get a 4K 2 or better on Team Invictus as Wesker is a fucking stupid win con, bro. This is a stupid fucking win con. Like, this is, I gotta be honest, this is quite dumb. This is probably not gonna happen. I mean, Boltar basically needs to win every chase, like, instantly, and still hope that they fumble around a lot. Like, I just don't think it's gonna happen, to be honest with you. I just don't think there's any world where this happens. Pedro and Survivor. This is kind of interesting. I thought Invictus had, like, that rule where, like, when Pedro played Killer, Nightlight, like, played Survivor, and then when Nightlight played Killer, Pedro played Survivor or whatever. Is that not a thing? Did Nightlight, like, oversleep? That's interesting. Oh! No! That's an unfortunate double dash there. Yeah, that's not going to help the case either. Pedro doing really good in chase so far. Wins another 50 somehow. Jesus Christ. It's not a thing for 1v1 killers. I see. Okay, because, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Like, any, like, chase killer. I guess that would make sense. I mean, as we see Pedro in chase right now. Yeah, as we see him absolutely destroying this chase, I guess that makes sense that you have Pedro in on any killer that's, like, revolved around chase, right? Like, this is quite disgusting what we're watching right now. What we're watching right now is pretty fucking gross. And that's, like, Pedro being, like, the #1 1v1er in the world, right? So, I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, definitely checks out, like, strategy-wise, for sure. They already have 3 gens split, all really, really, really high progress. Again, remember, WinCon is 4 gens popping. Pedro going edge. Does get the down. Boltar does get the down. But he's going to lose at least 2 gens for this, right? He'll probably pain res one of them, but he'll probably lose 2 of them, most likely. Spits 9-9ing his gen to make sure he eats the pain res. The close one pops. But yeah, there's just so much gen progress around the map. Like, it's already over. It's already over for sure. It's already done, so. Look, bro, I ain't gonna beat around the bush. If the win con is like near impossible to meet, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys and go, no, guys, it's totally okay. Boltar is gonna do this. He's totally gonna 4K3 Invictus. No, that's definitely gonna happen. Look, I'm not gonna beat around the bush, bro. I'm gonna be real with you guys. This win con ain't happening. This win con ain't happening like unless Invictus hard grows. Especially considering Invictus knows what the win con is. Especially. That means that all they have to do is play like a bit safe, and they basically have it. And there ain't no way, bro. There ain't no way. Ain't no motherfucking way. 3 gens done already at this point. Next gen completed is game over. Dan's already on a gen that's about 40%. Also, for the record, it kind of feels like Invictus is feeling it. Like, even Spitz playing that pallet right there. He looked confident. Was like winning a bunch of 50s. I feel like this is a rough first set for this overall best of 7. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, this first set just looks like super, like Invictus looks super comfortable and like in the zone. And again, Praxis on Survivors, quite frankly, looked like very uncharacteristically sloppy. Major able to break away and make it to this pallet. Ooh, gets away from that double dash. He makes it back to the window. Dan's gonna pop that 4th gen soon, so WinCon's about to be met. Oh, doesn't even get the down on the. Yeah, Boltar. Yeah. I think, okay, I was gonna say. Yeah, I think he's just gonna back out. WinCon's met. He fucking threw him against the hill. The hill hitbox is so stupid for that shit, bro. The hill hitbox, I swear, like you'll throw someone into a hill and just nothing will happen. It's so stupid, bro. I hate that. God, I hate that. But WinCon was met. If you guys don't know, there is a rule in this tournament where once WinCon is met, the losing side can just disconnect to kind of like just get on with the tournament rather than kind of like wasting your time, right? Like we couldn't sit here and watch like the last like 5 minutes of this match where like, you know, clearly Bultar knows he's not gonna be able to win. So at that point, you're kind of just playing it out just to play it out. But instead, they're just gonna go ahead and back out and like get a move on and go to the next set. So again, I personally love this rule. I think this is great. Just kind of keeps everything moving. I am a big fan. So let me pay this out. Invictus. Now we're gonna go to the set unknown. We're gonna go to the unknown set. The harmless, baby. The harmless. No, it was not a rage quit. It was not a rage quit. It was the WinCon is already met, so we're gonna go to the next set. Quit. There's no rage involved. It's literally just like moving on. Here you go. Unknown set. There's your Gambas. You guys, I mean, you guys know unknown, you know? You guys know the boy unknown. The harmless. Although I will say, I do think a lot of times when people called him the harmless, might have been because they had him on Wrecker's Yard. I think Wrecker's Yard was a particularly terrible map for this killer. Like, I don't think Wrecker's Yard was good for this killer at all. I think it was like actually like a really tough map for him. I do think Ormond Lake Mine might be a little bit better for him. Like, he actually might be able to perform a bit better here. So we'll see. But so far, 1-0 start for Invictus. Not good, especially considering like Invictus is coming out of the winners bracket. So technically Praxis has to win 5 games instead of 4. So in a weird way, you could almost say it's like 2-0 Invictus. Although that doesn't really make sense, I guess. But kind of. Like, they're even farther ahead than it even seems. Because even if they somehow lose a 4th game, they still have that like winners bracket advantage that they can use. So it's a bit of a fucky situation. It's a bit fucky. Hydrate, big boy. Okay, I will. I got you. I'm good and hydrated. Yes. Hi, Bubs. How's it going? Hello. They should make the Unknown's power cover the whole map, but you disconnect if you use it. Bro, you're kind of cooking here. I'm not going to lie. You're kind of cooking. Let him cook, man. Let him cook, man. And I don't know what you're cooking, but you're cooking something, I guess. You know, you're definitely most certainly cooking something for sure. All right. I wonder, do you guys know, is Unknown like a Zaka killer or a Bultar killer? I don't know. I'm not sure. Either way, I think if you're Praxis here, I think we need to try to come out here and get some kind of a result, right? Like, I feel like Invictus seems to be really on their game today. Like, that first set looked like a total fucking annihilation. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, that was just kind of a beatdown. So I think we kind of need, and for the record, a good result at Unknown isn't like isn't necessarily like a 4K. Like, if the killer could just come out and get like 6 to 8 stages, 6 to 659 stages, 6 to the other number that's after 6 stages, then like maybe that's enough, right? To be like, because again, it says right here that even that like a bad result's like a 1K5, which is pretty believable, right? Like, that definitely can't happen. So yeah, in the right hands, his snowball potential can allow him to be surprisingly harmful. Nice. I like that little note. I like that little Easter egg of calling him surprisingly harmful. Anyway, I'm excited for this. We'll see how it goes. I think if Zaka can pull out even like an okay result here. By the way, I'm gonna hide my caps real quick just to do something. Give me 1 second. I think if you can pull out even like an okay result here, just to kind of like get some like morale back into like the favor of Praxis, I think that's gonna go a long way, honestly. Okay, game starting. We got Ruin, Undying, and Pain Res out of Zaka. With Corrupt Intervention as well, obviously. We see Kexo coming in for the survivor roster here. In place of who? Rocket on that last game. Which kind of makes sense. Kexo is definitely like a very like jukey survivor, right? Like he's kind of a juker. That's kind of what he do. Zaka starting out with the chase on him on Shaq. Oh. Oh, clean from Kexo. Has to avoid the damage from this. Oh, good shot from Zaka though. Very good shot from Zaka. Hits it right off Shaq and gets an immediate hit. Wait a minute. Not able to get the follow-up. And head-on play coming in. Wait, was that a head-on? Yeah, the head-on came. Actually, the head-on play came in. So Pedro did get that head-on, son. Ooh, the linger. The linger gets Pedro. They get one of the totems. But he hits him, and then he also ones him. He's not really going to have time for a follow-up shot. It should go away, right? Yeah, it does go away. Does get another infection on him, too, though. Zaka landing a good bit of shots here. Trying to hide himself a bit, but Pedro knows that, so he just holds W away. Very smart from Pedro. That shot does not land from Zaka, but he sends it anyway. Oh! Oh! Forces that pallet down right away, at least. Goes for the corner shot, but Pedro passes away from it. Does not get hit by it. Pedro pre-dropping this. Uh-oh. Does he actually make it around this? I don't think he does. He does not. Down he goes. Decent first down, honestly. Like, all things considered, for this killer being, you know, the killer that it is, not a bad first down time. Honestly, like, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Got that initial hit on the Kexo earlier. They had to heal him up. And now you get this hook onto Pedro with paint res. Not the worst start I've ever seen. 1 gen pops for Invictus. Where's he off to now? Looks like we have 2 survivors right side. Kexo. Oh, I think he saw that totem, right? He saw that totem at 1. He's probably going to go immediately try to cleanse that, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure he saw it. Unless he, like, wasn't looking. Yeah, he definitely saw it. Yeah, he's going to go break that totem at 1. So Hex Ruin will be gone, right? They got rid of a dying earlier, so that's going to be Ruin completely gone. Zaka catches Spits out going with the rotation, though. So kind of interesting. We saw this on a Zaka before. I feel like he does this a lot, where he'll start to chase somebody across the map, and then he'll like kind of like TP back or like I don't know, run back, or I guess it depends on whatever killer he is, and he'll catch off like whoever else is rotating. Like here, same thing with Kexo. Like he's kind of finding all the people rotating for the pool, and like chasing them off and wasting their time. I mean, at this point, they can probably just go in for the double save, which I think is what they're doing. I think at this point they kind of have to for this to be valuable. But that'll be 2. Really, you don't get that second hit in. Double infection though, and a hit on the Kexo. That's actually kind of better. Okay, what do you do now? Now the question is like, do you try to follow up on Pedro and like get a tunnel out, or do you just try to get? Oh, I think Kexo broke free right as that landed, which is very unfortunate for Zaka. I guess you're going for Kexo. I think you go for Freshes, right? Wait, see Spits. Teleports up, and he TPs to it. Spits has nowhere to go. He's going to be going down, so there we go. It's going to be another fresh hook. Yeah, I think you immediately play for Freshes, right? I don't think there's any world where you... No! Woo! That scared me. I don't think there's any world where you, like, play for, like, a tunnel out and try to get, like, a 4K here. I just don't think that happens. I think that would be very, very silly to do here in a scenario like this. With Unknown against a team like this. Like, I feel like this was a pretty good start, don't get me wrong, but I think one of the worst things you can do is take this good start and, like, bait yourself into thinking that you have 4K potential, and then, like, try to tunnel Pedro and then end up just getting, like, 3 stages. I think that'd be really bad. Like, I really, really like the choice here from Zaka just to break away, go after either Kexo or Spits, get, like, another fresh hook, create some, like, overall map pressure, and just try to get, like, a decent overall result, right? This is, like, not a bad spot to have a chase as Unknown, right? Because they're kind of stuck in this corner. Oh! The Kexo doesn't get hit by that somehow. Ooh, okay. All right. Kexo gets away from that. Does get infected there, but he gets the window vault, so he goes inside, and TP goes away. Good play by Kexo there. Pedro and Chase now is infected. We can't tell how much. I think the overlay is bugged. He has to juke away to avoid that. So he kind of had to juke it away where he eats his M1 in order to avoid that power hit, but he does take the M1 and go to main, which should be good for his overall chase. No infection landing there. Gonna play this pallet towards the back of main. It's definitely not the safest. But you expect someone like Pedro to be able to play this really well, right? Oh, I say as he eats shit and dies on it. Just kidding. Sorry. Just kidding. Zaka kind of hits him with the out movement there, and he's gonna go down. That's gonna be his second hook stage. Not a fresh hook though. That will be his second stage. So, not like, again, normally you would think like, okay, that's a good thing because you're getting closer, like you're getting closer to someone dying. But again, at this point in the match, there's a lot of gen progress. Like we have a lot of pressure on both main gen and Shaq gen right now, and there's only 2 gens left. So like we're kind of at the point now where we might actually be wanting fresh hooks rather than like people closer to death, right? I mean, I say that, but Zaka seems to want this kill, actually. He said, you know what? If you're going to give me this position, I guess maybe I'll just take... Oh, how close was that teleport? Oh, my God. Wait, he gets it. Pretty fucking fast, actually. I mean, Spitz pops... Okay, Spitz pops Shaq. But main... Who's upstairs? What are they doing? Nothing. They're going to double. That main gen, I don't think will pop. I don't think that main gen will pop. This isn't pain... Oh, actually, maybe it will... maybe it will. I don't know. Yeah, it will. Actually, it will. Yeah, actually, just kidding. It will. So again, this is kind of the issue with like going for those tunnel outs. I mean, this could still pay off if you get it down now, but this is where it's kind of risky because like if you don't get it down now, like if these guys are able to like fully escape you here and you end up with just 4 stages, like that's really, really rough. But if he's able to get it down onto Dan and or Kexo. Oh, is that the gate that's being opened though? It is. Yeah. Oh, they're all right there. He's just going to try to walk him down. Oh, well, he interrupts the gate, actually. Okay, wait a minute. They kind of had everything banking on this one gate. Looks like Dan and Kexer are both back into the map, and they're both injured, so no one can take hits for each other. So at this point, it's just a matter of not letting Dan path you to the gate, right? Oh, he down Spitz off to the side. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This endgame's getting a little spicy. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. He still wants one of the fresh hooks, though. He doesn't just want Spitz. He wants one of the fresh hooks. Oh, that's a risky TP because that gives him the map. Like, that gives him, like, the path towards the exit gate. He's going to zone break that pallet. Dan doesn't really have much here, right? He goes for an infection. That's interesting. Forcing them to wrap is kind of cutting off. Like, Spitz is trying to die for Dan at this point, right? Dan does avoid that power use, though. Bro, Zaka wants Dan dead here so fucking bad. Holy shit. Oh, but Kexo's back to full. Kexo's back to full. Wait a minute. He might have fucked around too much. He might have fucked around too much now. I'm a little surprised he didn't just commit to ascend there. Like, especially when Kexo was down. Am I crazy? Like, there's no way Dan gets fully out of the exit gate, right? If he committed to ascend there. These guys are heading back into the map now. I mean, Spitz, I think, is just going to try to die for him, yeah? This could... this is so scary, bro. This could go very, very south. And the endgame... The endgame collapse ticker is timing, by the way. The endgame collapse ticker is timing. What am I saying? Timer is ticking. Whatever. You know what I mean. The endgame collapse timer is going down. Kexo just leaves. I think Spitz is going to try to just leave and give him hatch now. Yeah, well... Wait. They were trying to bait hatch so he can actually go to the gate. Oh, he doesn't make it anywhere. He dies. He dies for sure. He definitely dies. Yep, Dan's dead. Wow, so actually really good from Zaka. He ends up getting 7 stages. 7 stages, 3 fresh he ends up getting out of this. That's actually really, like I was saying going into this, this is the exact kind of result I think they needed in order to feel kind of good about the rest of this best of 7. 7 stages here is not bad at all. At all. Considering like this killer sometimes just gets like juiced into oblivion, this is definitely not bad at all. So, yeah, that's spicy, man. That's spicy. That was an interesting ending. They were so close to that exit gate. Like, they all went to the exit gate, and like if the exit gate was just like was literally just like 3 seconds faster, it opens up and they're all just out. But they like got there just in time to interrupt it. That was so fucking close, bro. That was so close. But really, really good play from Zaka, man. Very, very good play from Zaka. That's gonna be interesting. We'll see now. We'll see now. Now again, Now I think the important factor is, like, that was a very good killer performance from Zaka, I think. But now the question is how are the practice survivors going to play? Because again, to be perfectly frank, Franklin with you guys, I still think the way they played that Wesker set was like bizarre as fuck. It was so like uncharacteristic of them. Like they played quite frankly bad. Like I'm just gonna be real with you, they played pretty bad. Like it was definitely not like what we expected of a team like Praxis, especially like what we saw from them like all day yesterday too. Like they were playing fucking amazing yesterday. And then again, I don't know what happened, but like today they came in and they just kind of like played like Dookie. It was very strange. So we'll see if they kind of got that together. We'll see if they're still a little bit sloppy. I think if they play like a pretty clean game here, they can definitely take this unknown set, and that would be really, really good for them to tie this up, right? I feel like this is not the kind of situation where you want to let like Invictus take like 2 wins back to back and start out the best of the best of 7 down 2 sets. Like that's rough, bro. That's rough. Yeah, Benjamin Franklin. If I could be perfectly Benjamin Franklin with you guys. Yeah. Absolutely. Leave it in the past. Oh, someone's a big Praxis fan. Oh, somebody's a big Praxis fan, eh? Oh, I see. Win 6 stages have been fine too. It'd have to be 7. Like, what's the difference between the two? Well, Toad Horse, you're never gonna believe this, but the difference between the two is 1 hook stage. Okay, but actually though, it's a pretty big deal though. Like, it's a pretty big deal. Like, 1 hook stage might not seem like a lot, but there's a lot of scenarios where, like, especially with these killers that kind of get shit on a lot, like, there's a lot of scenarios where, like, you can play around that win condition, right? And, like, if you know your win con is, like, 7 stages versus 6 stages, like, it can change a lot about, like, your strategy and how you handle certain scenarios. So, like, it might not matter, right? Like, for instance, Invictus might come out here and like get like a fucking 4K2, or they might get like 3 stages. And if it's like a really, really big result one way or the other, then you might be like, okay, well then who really cares whether it was 6 or 7 stages, right? But there's also a pretty decent chance that the killer comes out and gets a very, very similar result, right? Like if the killer's like going into endgame and like he has like 4 stages, like say you're going into endgame in like a similar scenario as Zaka, right? Or say you have like 4 stages and you need like a fresh hook, right? Like you could just have like your fresh hook survivors play super safe, and even and then you can even like sacrifice your people that already have hook stages because them dying wouldn't be enough. Like it creates a lot of like strategy and play opportunities that you otherwise wouldn't have, basically. So it is very important. Yeah. Like it doesn't always matter, but when it does matter, it matters a lot, I guess is maybe the way to word it, right? What's the win con? 7 stages, 4 fresh is the win con. Never, you hosting a tournament this year, and how do I join? I don't think you do join. I don't know. I might, but I'm not 100%. I do not know. I might host a tournament, I might not. I'm kind of like waving around an idea about it, but I don't know if I'm actually gonna go through with it or not. We'll see. Tournament hosting is kind of a pain in the ass. I can't lie to you, you know. You come a long way from never hosting a tournament ever again. Yeah. Well, I didn't say ever again. I just said not for a long time. Okay, here we go. Praxis on survivors. We see Zaka, Marcos, Bolitar, and Overdose. So definitely a bit of a different roster this time around. Virtual not there. El Marco not there. Fast first infection on Zaka here. Ooh, can you get the follow-up? Not quite able to get it. Zaka gets away from that, but he will lead an M1 as is tradition. Will the follow-up shot land? Faking it. Nope, Zaka jukes it. Rethrows this God pallet. Pretty easy to play this pallet safely. I say as I possibly jinx him. Whoa! That was some goated pathing, I'm not gonna lie. That probably would have got my dumbass. I can't lie to you. Oh! What the fucking pathing? Brother, what the fuck? That's insane. I've never seen someone get mind gamed that pallet before. That's actually crazy. Well, I shouldn't say never, but like, not very often do you see someone get mind gamed that pallet. Of course it's fucking Nightlight. This fucking psycho. Always doing the weirdest shit. So really good play for Nightlight then to get the first hook, and that is a pretty good solid start to the round so far, right? Again, like this killer that sometimes gets completely destroyed, already getting a hook. This is close to the same pace as last game, right? Like one gen popped, they had another gen with like decently high progress. This is very, very close to the pacing of last match in terms of like the tempo of the match. So again, we're talking about that difference between 6 or 7 stages. It might end up mattering a lot here because we're already off to like a very similar pace. Something I'm finding interesting as well is that people are playing Robin a lot, right? I think I've seen Marcos on Robin like almost every game. That's interesting. Is Robin like really quiet? I mean, she's not very camouflage, right? So like, I don't know. They definitely aren't playing her for the fucking camouflage. That's for sure. It's very interesting. Prana DB kept calling that palette a god palette as Nightlight outplayed it twice in one set. I still feel like it should be a god palette, right? Like, I feel like if you just know what to look for, like his mind games there were really, really interesting, but I feel like if you know what to look for, it still feels like it should be a god palette, I think. Okay, Zaka taking his distance to Shaq. Oh, what a shot, though. What a shot. Oh, my God, bro. And that's a down on this Shaq palette that has progress. Marcos with a pretty good juke. Is he going to be able to pop? There's no way he can pop it, right? Yeah, he was running into see if he could, but there's no way. He's going to take in basement. This is actually pretty big. He's actually going to put Zaka in basement on top of this gen that has really high progress. And yeah, I was going to say, they have to really make sure they get that other gen done, the one right beside it. Like, they got to make sure that pops before Nightlight comes out and is actually able to defend it. So they managed to pop this gen. Just for a bit of a Hail Mary shot that doesn't land. But he can put pop down on this gen and Shaq, and they're going to lose a lot of progress there. That's a lot of, like, reverse progress coming through. So the efficiency is kind of in the gutter right now for Praxis. Once again. Very unfortunate. Wait, did I say palette progress? Whatever, gen progress. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Palette progress, gen progress. You know. Good infection there on the Marcos. I think he'll bail. Boltar did pop another gen, by the way. He's kind of coming in for the save right now. He's still a bit far. Is he just going to run into 1-for-1? I think he is. Has to avoid that. Yeah, has to avoid that, but he does. I mean, Nightlight can just body block this, right? Yeah, like, how do you even go into this 1-for-1? I guess through the window, yeah? But he infects him on the window. If you can block him on the stairs, wait a minute. If you can block him on the stairs and hit him with like hit him with power, this is not a 1-for-1. Wait, this is not a 1-for-1. This is not a 1-for-1. This is not a 1-for-1. You're throwing, 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 you're throwing. No! No! Oh no! Oh! Welp. Welp. They threw. It appears as though they threw. That's going to be Boltar in basement. Zaka died in basement, did not get unhooked. Both these other two survivors are infected but not injured. Wait, Overdose sneaks in for an instant pull. This is actually the best case scenario considering the spot they're in. The fact that he managed to get in there completely undetected is actually kind of massive. I'm not going to lie to you. That being said, this is still not a good spot for them at all. This is still a pretty bad spot. This is definitely like what Nightlight was hoping for. Nightlight was hoping for a kill. I mean, I think Nightlight was literally hoping for the kill on Zaka without even the extra hook. I think he was just hoping for the kill just completely alone. So I think the extra hook was just like kind of an added benefit. If Boltar can't make it back to Shaq Palette, he's going to go down underneath it. Nightlight does not believe and instantly picks up, and he is correct. There is nobody there. This will be hook stage number 5. And again, looking a little rough here for Praxis. I feel like that like pretty decent drive around from Zaka and Killer might not really come to amount to anything at this point. They still have 2 gens left. Boltar now death hook. Okay, infects him and leaves. Infects him and TPs away. Boltar gonna try to get rid of that teleport that's near him. That was a fucking weird bounce. If that would have landed, I would have lost my shit. What the fuck? Takes another shot at Marcos, way behind main, but doesn't really get anything out of it, but is just kind of zoning him away. Boltar just doing Shaq Gen right now. TP'd somewhere to, yeah, okay, TP'd towards like 3. Looks like Overdose saw that, so he wasn't able to call out where he was at least for Boltar. We have this weird bug where he's like constantly in the, like the close proximity to a hallucination thing. Oh, what a bounce! Oh my god, what a bounce! Nightlight's unknown is fucking disgusting, bro. Oh my god. Oh my lord. And that's hook stage number 7. At this point, next hook stage is a tie, but like again, it's pretty much over now. Like, there's no way they pop 2 gens 2v1. It's pretty much over. This is a 4K. This is a 4K for sure. This might be another 4K too, which if so is crazy. That means they got back-to-back 4K. Okay. If this ends up being a 4K 2, that means they got back-to-back 4K 2s as results with Wesker and Unknown, which are like not, I guess they're not like unheard of to get 4Ks on, but like still like this high level play, back-to-back 4K 2s with Unknown and Wesker is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of wild. Gets hit on to Marcos. He runs away a bit. He's got to come back and interrupt Overdose, I believe. They allow Nancy and Robin? Yeah, I think they allow it if it's a legendary skin. Like, I think if the portrait shows up differently on the left, then I think it's allowed, I believe. Like, I think you could run, like, Leon and Chris, for instance. I mean, not that, you know, not that anyone would want to be playing Leon Kennedy, but, you know. I guess that's an example. Infection there on Overdose. Oh, double. That was weird. Why was there, like, an invisible body on his face that wasn't actually there? That was odd. Marcos playing this palette pretty well so far. Dude, Nightlight literally just is dialed in on all these palettes. Like, he has, like, the perfect double back timings on, like, all of this. Like, I swear, this motherfucker has, like, studied this map. Like, this motherfucker knows every single little, like, double back, every single little, like, place that he should mind game. It's actually so disgusting. I've never seen someone so consistent at, like, doing the right things on these weird ass palettes that people have not like played a million times. Like, he just like knows how to play them so well already. It's crazy to see, bro. It's actually crazy to see. Overdose gets tagged, and I mean, it's basically over now. Yeah, they're 4K dude. They're 4K dude. This is honestly wild. Back-to-back 4K 2s. This has got to do something to your mental of your Praxis, right? And for the record, we have to go right back into Praxis and Survivors. It's like, after this match is over, we're gonna go right into set 3, and it's gonna be again Invictus Killer against Practice Survivors. I feel like this has got to do something to your mental, right? This has got to do something to your mental, I believe. Like, this is rough. 4K2, bro. That's crazy. That's a crazy result. Wow. Wow. Well, I mean, not really much more to say about it. Invictus looking really fucking clean. Nightlight, this was like one of the most impressive killer games I've seen in a long time. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I feel like the way he like mind gamed that fucking main palette inside that like is basically a god palette, but he mind gamed it against Sako was crazy. Even like his mind game at that palette 11 was wild. His shots were on point. Praxis just could not make anything happen here, bro. Could not make anything happen here. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right. When there goes to Invictus. We're going to be going to the set number 3. Invictus currently up 2-0. Not a good start for Praxis, man. Not a good start for Praxis. Invictus up 2-0. They need to win something, bro. They got to win something. Like, they can't let them... They really can't let them continue running away with this because it's going to get out of hand, like, really, really fast if something doesn't happen soon. What's the third set? I just realized Praxis icons in post game, but I didn't even see it. What's third set? It's demo. Okay. Wait, let me see. Oh, they all got the horse. The horse, bro. The horse. Nice. Oh yeah, that's like their like logo, right? Oh, Pog. Okay, let me give you guys a prediction. Yeah, demo then clown, right? Isn't clown like? Am I wrong that clown is like one of like Invictus's like favorite sets, right? Am I right or wrong about that? I'm pretty sure they like really like the clown set. So like, if they like, for instance, if Practice loses this Demogorgon set, then that means we're going into that clown set in a situation where you have to win that and every other set going forward. Like, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. All right, here's the prediction for demo. That really has to shake the confidence of Practice. I know my performance would not be the greatest at this moment. Yep. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. I'm wondering how much that's going to matter. Because I kind of agree. I feel like that would kind of shake me a bit too, right? Like that's a rough series of games there. Like I feel like getting like completely shitted on that hard is quite frankly difficult to come back from, right? That's like not something that you can. I don't think that's something that's like easy to shake off and just like immediately come back and be like, everything's fine. Like that's rough, man. 2 back-to-back 4K2s is rough, bro. That's really rough. Especially again considering that I feel like that result from Zaka was also like pretty good. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Zaka did pretty fucking good on Unknown. And like I feel like I feel like we were like coming off of that and being like, oh, okay, it's fine. Like we had a pretty good Unknown set, right? Like everything's okay. It's gonna be okay. Everything's fine. And then just to then get 4K2 to be like, okay, never mind, it's not fine. Things are actually terrible. Like that's tough, man. That's tough. That's not great. Definitely not what you're hoping for. Is it best of 5? It's best of 7. It's best of 7. So like Elysium. What? Why am I so hell-bent on thinking it's Elysium today? I think I'm so used to Elysium being like the team that's in the finals against Eternal/Invictus. Praxis still can lose one set, right? Like they're still able to lose one set and still be alive. But like you don't want to lose one, right? Like you want to get a win on the board, bro. You don't want to be in a position like for instance, if they lose this demo set, then they're in a spot where they're down 0-3 and they basically have to win every other set. Like they have to win 4. Actually not even 4 in a row. They actually have to win 5 in a row. Because you guys might not remember this, but this was a double elimination tournament, right? And the benefit that Invictus gets from being in the winners bracket is that if they end up losing this best of 7, they get to choose one set that they lost and replay it. So in theory, Praxis actually needs to win 5. They actually it's weird. It's kind of weird because like Invictus only has to win 4, but Praxis has to win 5, and Invictus is already up to a 2-0 lead. So like yeah, I mean. If you lose this demo set as Praxis, you then have to go 5-0 for the rest of the night. Like you have to win 5 sets in a row, back to back against Invictus, which is like an insane ask. So yeah, I mean, a lot of pressure here. Like they kind of need this. They don't kind of need this. They definitely need this. I also kind of want to see the. Oh wait, you're talking about D&D Vecna. I mean, I want to see Henry. So I really hope it goes to set 4. Or set 5, I mean. Like I hope Praxis is able to take one of these wins. I don't know. Because I just want to see Henry. Yeah, I feel like getting to set 7 at this point does feel pretty unlikely. Again, I'm trying to stay hopeful for even just seeing set 5. Like, I'll be real, this might just be a sweep. Like, I feel like unless Praxis can get it together, like again, just being blunt right now, it's very, very obvious that Invictus is playing a much better game than Praxis right now. Like, they're definitely just playing better so far, right? Again, Praxis is a good enough team. Like, Praxis has beat Invictus in tournaments before and stuff. Like, they're a good team. They're very capable, right? It's not like they can't do anything. Like, we know that they can. It's just like, are they having a bad day, and are they able to recover from said bad day, right? Is kind of the question. Here we go. Rocket on Killer for Invictus. Up against the survivors of Zaka, Virtual, Marcos, and Il Marco. It's kind of back to like the original roster that we saw earlier. And yeah, we haven't seen Rocket on Killer yet, by the way. So we're actually getting like the full like roster of killers for Invictus, by the way. We saw a Pedro killer, we saw a Nightlight killer, and now we're seeing a Rocket killer. That's got to be the whole roster, right? Maybe like would Dan play Hillbilly if there was a Hillbilly set? I don't know. Like, is there any other killer that plays? Actually, I think Kexo plays Knight too, right? I'm pretty sure Kexo's like a one-trick Knight who's actually like kind of cracked as fuck at him. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I think they have like some weird little one-tricks like that, but for the most part, yeah, this is probably like the biggest variety that you're probably gonna see. Kexo plays Knight and Skull Merchant. What a fucking psycho! What a psycho! What a weird pool of killers. Good shred hit there on DeMarco though. Again, Rocket, 1v1 grinder, loves demo. He's going to be very good at this killer, bro. He's going to be very, very good at this killer. Ooh, tried to bait Marco, but Marco played that really well. Didn't give him any room there. So far, pretty good first chase. Pre-drops this bus pallet. That's interesting pathing from Marco. Works out. Although there's no pallet here, so it doesn't work out, actually. And down it goes. I forgot to say, by the way, Demo's being played on ARP still. And I will still die on the hill that I think Demo ARP is it's a weird map for him where I don't think he should do well at all. I think this should be like 6 stages, like max. Really. I think if survivors play like really, really well, this should be like 6 stages max. I feel like this should be very, very hard. I think if a killer comes out of this with like 7 or 8 stages, I feel like you feel pretty good about that. If you can somehow manage to pull out a 4K, you probably feel insanely good about that. But I don't think this is one of those like killer pops the fuck off type maps. Like I really don't. So keep that in mind too. Like, I mean, the killer can pop off, but I think it's heavily reliant on survivor mistakes. So I think it's like, it's more like up to the survivors, right? If the survivors just play like a decent, solid game, even if they're like losing 50s, just through like good, smart play, you should be able to not get 4K'd here. Oh fuck, were ads playing? Oh, I fucked up my ad timing, my bad. I didn't even realize they were about to play. How did I fuck that up? Well, I apologize. Sorry. Anyway, it looks like they're currently splitting gens. 2 of them at least, right? Are they splitting 3? They're splitting 3 gens, yeah? I think they're all just sitting on gens. We've seen this a lot this tournament. Where, like, this is just rough, bro. This is rough. Just, like, everyone just kind of, like, bailing, sitting on gens, trading the hook stage for, gen progress. We've seen this work out in, like, the survivor's favor a few times. But we've also seen this backfire quite a few times, too. I mean, if we think of, like, Elysium yesterday, when they full let Xeno die, and then they also let someone else go down. Like, that was a weird game. But, yeah, we've seen this exact thing where no one even, like, goes for the unhook at all. And it's very, very interesting. He TP's away from Marco. Marco goes struggle. They do have a good bit of gen progress, though. Marcos, I think, will be able to pop this gen. It's really hard to tell who's on what side. But I think Zako was doing a gen on the same side as the hook, I believe. I think he just cleared that portal. And, like, if that gen pops, that's pretty good, right? Because that breaks up the gen setup. Well, actually, there's actually a 4 gen. Wow. There's actually a 4 gen on the sides. That's actually kind of crazy. Zaka's going to pop that 1 gen. I think I see why Rocket was so okay with just fully camping this hook. Because I think Zaka will pop that 1 gen, but there's still 3 here, right? I'm pretty sure. Or was I misseeing it? I'm pretty sure there is, yeah? Maybe not, because they're doing Shack. Maybe not, actually. Or is Shack in that? No. No. Sorry, it's not a 4 gen. I lied. It's not a 4 gen at all. I lied. Marco full dies, though. This was very interesting play. And now he finds Virtual over here. Like, this was odd from, like, everyone. I mean, maybe not that odd from Praxis, but maybe odd from Rocket. Because, like, you're really, really relying now on the fact that you're going to be able to get it down, like, fast enough to create pressure here. But, like, for instance, if Virtual just has, like, a decent chase here, then you're just endgame. And that's smash hit activating, by the way. So already a good start to it. And yeah, he's just playing really safe, just dropping everything, which is probably the correct thing to do here. If Virtual just plays a really safe game here, and yeah, he has to leave. Yeah, like, this is rough, bro. This is rough. This could be one of those, like, 3-stage games. If they just play their chases really careful and they get endgame up, especially without, like, a lot of injuries, and then just, like, take hits at the gate, this is absolutely like a 3-stage potential game. Rutro. Coming back towards Shack. He's trying to find something here. We see Zaka working a gen by main. Again, there's still so many pallets. This pallet over here is less safe, right? It's kind of like isolated. It is also not that safe even alone. But again, Virtual's going to pre-throw it. He's playing like the pre-throw, pre-run, maximum distance, buy as much time as possible playstyle. Marcos is here as well. He avoids that one. But again, how do you reliably get a hit fast here? You don't. Look at how long this is taking. Does get a hit, though. Wins a 50 there, but has another pallet here he can play. Again, pre-drops this as well. 0 chances being taken here. Oh, I think Marcos reacted a little bit slow there. He should go down. He should go down here. Okay, I mean, Rocket does get this down. And maybe if he can take him, like, basement. I mean, even not basement. Okay, he's going to hook him here. Even not basement, it might be a guarantee. And the Spectator bugged him out. That's not good. Uh-oh. Spectator bugged him out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We don't know where the killer is right now because he's currently bugged. But if he teleports or swings or vaults something or kicks something, then we'll see. But we actually don't know where the killer is right now. So this is a little bit of an unfortunate end game. Where, Okay, wait, no. He's unbugged. He's unbugged. Sorry. He actually is just standing in front of the hook. I lied. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Are they gonna go for this? I think they do. I mean, there's a gate open right there at Shack, right? Virtual gets hit first. Does he go after Virtual? He does. Wait, Virtual went down the map. He didn't go towards Shack. He went towards the... Or I guess I should say up the map. He has to dodge a shred here. He has to juke. Well, he's gonna wrap this and try to get Zaka to take the hit, I guess. See, they could also go to the other side of the map too. They could bolt the whole way to Shack. Like that Shack gate was open. So at some point here, if they want to just bail and go to the other side, they could. Rocket just trying to keep him moving, keep him from healing, and also keep his Bloodlust building. Bloodlust built. Oh, big body Zaka! Wait, but the Bloodlust is so much. Wait, the Bloodlust is gone. Somehow. Oh my god, big body Zaka. Massive body Zaka. Zaka's gonna eat that hit and he's gonna go to the gate. Does Virtual make it to the other gate though? I don't know if he does. They might have to leave and give him hatch. Oh wait, Marcos was too far in the map here. I think Marcos will die for him. Yeah, Marcos will die for him. So I think they're gonna like kind of run back the unhook and be like, you know what? We actually were kind of happy with 6 stages actually. Turns out, you know what? We take it back, Mr. Demogorgon. We are actually fine with 6 stages. No, actually, we're totally okay with 6 stages, as a matter of fact. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That was a fucking amazing shred. Hold on a minute. We might be looking at 9 stages. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. We might be looking at 9 now. Wait, look, that's so fucking insidious, bro. Him just fucking peeking from the fucking window right there. Oh. What? 9 stages? How? How does this happen? How does this happen, bro? That's crazy. Why did they not run to the gate Shack? He's just gonna juggle them back in so that they all died in game collapse. 9 stages. Oh my golly good Lord Recris. That's insane. I can't believe they allowed that to happen. That's absolutely insane. Like, actually. I don't even know what else to say about it. That's fucking nuts. They could have just let Marcos die on hook and got 6 stages. They risked the unhook. And then they can't even get it into a 6 stage again. They end up taking 9 stages, bro. And 9 stages on this Demogorgon set is really good. It's like I was saying earlier. I think, like, realistically, I would expect this to be, like... I would expect, like, a good game to be, like, I don't know, 8 stages, maybe, right? Like, your average game would probably be, like, 6, maybe. You know, maybe 7. If, like, the survivors play really, really well. So 9 stages here is definitely, like, above average. Like, that's like borderline, like, you almost have to 4K to beat it, right? Like, obviously, it's not literally you have to 4K, but, like, you got to get to, like, you have to have, like, close to a 4K level performance in order to beat that, which is crazy. Wow. That was... This might be one of the most unfortunate sets I've seen from Praxis in a long time. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I don't know what is going on today. But that was so rough. Because I also, again, remember, they fucking need this set, dude. Like, this is a best of 7, where they're currently down 2-0. And if they lose this, they're going to be down 3-0, going into a fucking clown set that everyone knows that Invictus loves. So, like, bruh. That is very unfortunate. I mean, I don't think they got overconfident. I feel like going for the unhook there, I think, is fine and kind of makes sense. I just... Like, I'm kind of surprised that either A, didn't have like a route planned already of where like the first person was gonna run after they got hit, or B, I don't even know why the first person that got hit tried to run topside. Like, Virtual tried to run topside with his hit when they were like, okay, they were hooked like mid-8. Like, they were hooked like bottom side of the map, right? Like, more towards bottom side of the map. There was a gate right on the bottom side, like right at Shack, and then there was a gate way top side. So like, it's almost like that sign you see that makes fun of Americans. Or that like meme you see where they like look at a sign that says like water 1 mile this way, water 1 kilometer this way, and then they go the mile way because they don't know how long a kilometer is or whatever. You know, it's almost like one of those things where it's like, I don't know why they went the long way. Like, what? Like, there was a short path to a gate right there. It was right there. Like, safety was right there at Shack, and they just went the other way. It's so strange. And then that Virtual get hooked and reset, they would have been 5 stages refresh. That's true too. They also, I mean, that's also a good point too. They could have even tried that as well, right? But even then, I don't think Virtual even needed to get hooked. I feel like if they just ran to Shack, they would have been fine. Like, I'm not sure why he ran topside. Like, I'm pretty positive you make Shack there. Shack was pretty fucking close. So it's kind of odd. Like, I don't think them going for the unhook was wrong, though, right? Like, I mean, I think... Because, like, for instance, I think you definitely can get out there. And I think if you turn that into a forced... Because, again, if they would have got the unhook and it would have worked, it would have been a 4-stage game. Like, it would have been 4-stage too fresh. And I would argue, like, going into your killer round, knowing that you just have to beat 4 stages too fresh is... I wouldn't say a free win, because nothing is ever a free win against these teams. But, like... That's like pretty much as good of a win con as you could hope for, right? Like that's like the closest thing to a free win as that you could possibly get. So I think going for it makes sense. Like I think that totally checks out. But like, come the fuck on, bro. Come the fuck on. I don't know. That was just crazy. Very unfortunate stuff. Also, yeah, I missed the message earlier. I got banned from someone else's stream because I said tunneling and camping was boring and lame. Am I wrong for that? Sticky Icky, are you still here? Or did they leave? I don't know. I like his name, Sticky Icky. But yeah, I don't really understand, you know? But yeah, it's no longer matter for future tourneys or grand finals. Yo, let's go. Wait, so all that shit we were ranting about yesterday went through? Let's go, let's go. I think that's a good rule. I think that's a good rule. I'm not a fan of like the current bleed out rule that exists. So that makes me happy. I can't understand that Tobu sucks for his hate towards Dredge. I don't know why you guys think I hate Dredge. I don't hate Dredge. I just acknowledge the fact that he's a terrible killer. Like, that's all. Like, I feel like you guys are just such simps for Dredge that you can't handle me saying that he's a bad killer, and you correlate that to hatred. You're like one of those, like, crazy BTS fans or, like, Taylor Swift fans, you know? Like, that's what's going on here, bro. It's a you problem. It's a you problem, bro. I can't help it. Killer sucks, okay? He's just ass. He's just a bad killer, you know? But like, that's okay. It's okay to be a bad killer, you know? Doesn't mean I hate him. It just means he's just not good. He's just not a good killer, man. He's just not good, you know? Do you hate Dredge? Yeah, yeah. What's your opinion on ducks? I love ducks. Love ducks. They're super cute. We used to have pet ducks when we were a kid. They were great. Love ducks. You're a bad killer, bitch. Oh, damn. Good comeback. Good comeback. You got me, man. You got me. What's the bleed out rule? The bleed out rule was that if a survivor if a survivor's never been hooked and they bleed out, then the killer doesn't get the fresh stage, right? So they kind of get punished if someone bleeds out from full without basically without ever getting hooked. Like they don't get the like fresh hook towards the win con. That's how it currently works. But that creates a lot of weird scenarios. Like for instance, earlier in like the Praxis versus Umbrella set, there was a game where the killer basically had to slug for the 4K because the survivors just played like turbo aggressive on gens. Like they like didn't heal and they literally just like turbo played aggressive on gens to the point where the killer had to slug. Like it was like slug or let them pop the gens. Like there was no other option, right? But he slugged them all to death. But then they all just kind of crawled away to like weird corners and hid. And because he wasn't able to find them all and they bled out, he like lost because he didn't get the fresh hooks. And like I am firmly of the opinion that, like, that sucks. I will still stand firmly on the opinion that I think any scenario that creates, like, a hide-and-seek scenario where you're looking for slugs is just not a fun scenario. And I think it's just kind of silly. I don't know. So, anyway. Sorry, here we go. Zaka on killer. He's got Ruin Undying, Pain Res. He has a hell of a fucking job ahead of him right here. He's got to basically 4K. He's got to get 10 stages. Well, or 9 stages for fresh, I guess. But he needs a ton of stages. He needs like near 4K level of stages here on the Survivors of Invictus. On ARP as the Demogorgon. They count as fresh now? Fuck yeah, good. That's exactly what I want to hear. Good. Good, 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 good. And we'll see what they can do. So far, everyone just kind of stealthing. Spitz playing Shack. Looks like both Rocket and Pedro were able to rotate, right? I think they both rotated up the map. They're both heading up towards the gens. Zaka's gonna head back and cut them off. Okay, one of the totems is here too. They're not on it. Dan is like, oh, wait, they're on this totem though. Spitz is gonna break one of them, so Undying's gonna be gone. It looks like Pedro was like doing a gen and Dan was like playing like fucking lookout for him, which is interesting. Pedro has BL here at the crane. Okay, Pedro managed to get away without a hit there. He gets immediately back on the gen. Now Zaka finds Rocket. Rocket has live. He's going to live back in towards the map. Nice. Again, these walls are so small that you can kind of use your camera. Like if you point your camera down, you can kind of check spot over them. So you'll see the so like you'll see the players did a lot. That's kind of what Rocket was doing right there. Doesn't bite that fake at all, bro. My man statuesque in his confidence there. They also located the last totem too, so they know where they actually know where Ruin is now. 3 gens are being split. No, actually that's a double. I lied. Sorry. There's 1 gen being doubled, and then there's another gen being split. Zaka's gonna interrupt this double gen now, though. This was the gen being doubled, so both Dan and Pedro were both here. I think Pedro's gonna run around this. He has BL, so he's gonna try to path in a way where he can get to the up high area. Kind of wise of Zaka to not allow him to have it for free, though. Also zones him back in towards the map. Doesn't quite reach that shred. And Pedro gets a stun afterwards, too. Oh, brother. Dan started a new gen. Pedro just so clean at this kind of play, bro. Like, this is not the kind of player that you need, that you want to try to be in a spot where you're trying to get like an edge on, man. Like, there's just no way. There's no way. He's just so good at all this, man. Okay, hit comes through there. He's gonna run back towards top side. Has this edge map filler into a window, which is like unironically not horrible. Playing the small side. The small side is safer to shreds, but it's like a little bit weaker to like good movement. And Bloodlust. So there we go. I mean, that was Zaka, which is good movement, plus Bloodlust does eventually get the down. So pretty, I mean, good from Zaka, but also, like, again, in terms of, like, the win condition that we need here, this is not the start that we're hoping to see, you know? This is definitely not the start that we want to see, considering the win con is, like, near 4K level results. There's already 2 gens done. There's a lot of gens high pressure, right? Dan's on a gen there that was at, like, 70. Spitz has a gen at Shack that's at, like, half. There's so much progress around the map. It's looking like, it's looking more and more like we're probably going to the clown set with it being match point for Invictus, which is going to be kind of crazy. I can't lie. Dan tries to use quick and quiet on that vault, but Zaka does not fall for it. It's a shred on him. He'll head back into the map a little bit. Rocket was there for the unhook. He already got the unhook. Pedro's already back on his feet. They'll probably go take over that jet at main. That was high progress. And Dan just kind of has to play his life. How did he just get so much distance right there? What did Zaka just do? I didn't really understand what Zaka just did right there, but somehow Dan just got like a ton of distance out of nowhere. Two more gens pop. Huge double back catch there. That was crazy, actually. And his scratch marks ended up the locker. That's actually kind of interesting. I don't even think that was on purpose. I think he just caught the double back, but he thought he was in the locker because he had quick and quiet, but he wasn't. That's gonna be the second down coming in, but yeah, like, look at this. This is more what I meant in terms of like how I expected demo games to go in ARP. Like, I feel like if the survivors just have good solid chases, like, and they're just efficient on gens, like, this is like, what do you do here, bro? Like, what do you do here? Like, I feel for Zaka because it's like, what do you do, bro? Like, fucking hell, man. Comes to Shack now. There's already an insane gen split, right? There's a gen down here on the bottom side. There's a bunch of gens top. I believe this is pretty much not happening at this point. Spitz throws down Chemtrap on Shack pallet, so that's gonna make him Frosty Boyo. Yeah, like, pretty much at this point, Invictus is gonna win the set. I mean, at this point, the only way Invictus loses this is if they throw like ridiculously hard. And I just don't think that's gonna happen. This team has been playing really clean and tight, and like the level they need to throw is like absurd. So like Invictus is pretty much gonna win this demo set, and that puts us in a really weird spot. I love the check spots on these, by the way. I love how like you point your camera up and there's like little holes at the bottom you can use. That's so fucking neat. I love that. I love that so much. Pedro's gonna get a hit and go mid, and Spitz is already here to take a hit for him. He'll drop this pallet and blind. Tries the blind, but doesn't quite get it. I mean, I'm assuming that means that there's gen across the way. Yeah. Like, if Spitz is coming in to take hits for him like that, that means the gen across the way is most likely about the pop, and it does. And yeah, Zaka's just like, yep, well, what the fuck do I do now? Nothing really to do. Just kind of play this chase. But yeah, it's very clearly over. It's very, very clearly over. I mean, to be fair, I guess to be fair here, Invictus did play this so well that, like, yeah, I mean, who knows what would have happened if the win con was different, right? Because to be fair, like, what even kind of result are we gonna get here, right? We're gonna get like 4 stages maybe if Dan dies. Like, to be honest with you, like, even I feel like even if we got like the 6 stages instead of the 9 stage, I guess I don't really know how different it would have been. Like, Invictus is just playing out of their mind, dude. Like, Invictus's survivors are just like so on point today that I don't really know what the fuck you do against it. Like, I don't know what you do against it. It's crazy. Dan's gonna die, and I think they're all just gonna leave out Shaq unless they want to come up here and play for saves. But no, Rocket already left. Yeah, they're 100% just out. That's gonna be 4 stages, 2 fresh. Invictus, so far, just sweeping this entire best of 7, dude. It's literally just 3-0 Invictus now, and we're going into a clown set, which again is got to be like one of the stronger sets for Invictus. I hear all the time about how insanely good Pedro's clown is. So yeah, we're going into like a set that I feel like favors Invictus a bit. That being said, I mean, no matter how much a set favors any one side, I mean, anyone can win any set, really, right? Like, anything's possible, but with how the games have been so far today, this is looking rough, bro. We might just be seeing a 4-0 sweep. We might see a 4-0 sweep. We might be packing it in early, bro. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Praxis got to make something happen, man. Let me give you guys a prediction. There we go. I don't think any team other than Elysium have the mental to play Invictus. That's why I want Elysium to win yesterday. Yeah. I mean, hasn't Practice beat Invictus? Look, there's some gamers in here that like watch a lot of comp, right? Wasn't Jules in here earlier? Guys, I'm pretty sure Praxis beats Invictus sometimes in tourneys, right? Like, I'm pretty sure. Like, I think they're just having an off day today is what it is. Like, I think Invictus is having a particularly good day, and I think Praxis is having like a particularly off day. I think. They have before? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Yeah, Praxis has to win. Okay, so this is where it gets kind of fucky, because Invictus also came out of the winner's bracket. So Praxis now has to win every set and then also re-win one of the sets. They have to win 5 in a row. It's kind of weird because the advantage that Invictus gets from being in the winner's bracket is that if they lose this, they can pick one of the sets that they lost and replay it. So basically, Praxis actually has to win 5 instead of 4. So yeah, at this point, Invictus cannot win another set, and Praxis has to win 5 sets in a row, while also replaying a set that Invictus chooses out of the ones they lost. So like, for instance, if you happen to win this clown set, for instance, and Invictus is like, yeah, let's run back that clown set, then you got to beat them again on clown. So like, it's a pretty tall order here, you know? So what you're saying is we have a lot more games to play, right? Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, no, definitely. Ascent's won a few times too. I know, which is so sad that Ascent's like disbanding, dude. That makes me so sad. I feel like Ascent's roster was so gross, and I thought like right from the get-go when that, like, I feel like when that team first formed, I was like, dude, give that team some time to actually like build up synergy and like practice together, and that team's gonna be so gross. And I feel like they were just getting to like the part where they were super gross. And then they fucking disbanded, bro. Like, what the fuck? Pissing me off, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't get what all this fucking stupid drama is amongst fucking comm teams, but it pisses me off, bro. Teams need to just goddamn play and practice and have a goddamn team together without disbanding a million gazillion fucking times, you know? This would be a little boring if it goes 4-0. Yeah. Yeah. Wispy basically wanted to play every killer? Yeah. No, I mean, I think it makes sense. Like, Wispy seems like the type that wants to play every killer and be like, team lead for Survivor and all that. Like, I guess it makes sense. Here we go. Zaka back out here on killer. So we'll be opening up the round on clown. Wait, if Zaka's playing clown first, doesn't that mean that clown was Praxis's pick? Wait, did Praxis pick this? That's interesting. I didn't really think. I just assumed this was Invictus's pick. No? Oh. Wait, what? I thought the team that picked the killer always played them first. Am I dumb? Huh. Not that he plays for the other team, but also not that he probably won't be on Cloud anyway. It'll probably be Pedro. Spitz just pathing out of this. Not even gonna try to play that pallet. Just gonna take his distance and get the fuck out. Gonna play main. We'll see what Zaka can do here. Ooh, the head-on play coming through from Rocket. Helps buy Spitz a lot of time. That's really, really good. Ooh, but that was a good swing through that pallet. Rocket will get tagged by that. Okay. We have these double windows I think Rocket's going to try to play. Oh, he leaves, actually. Wait, I think Zaka went for some weird pathing. Okay, no, he's still here, though. He's still here. But like those gens are being worked, bro. I think doubling that, or are those split? That has to be doubled, right? I think that's got to be doubled. Dan and Pedro almost shortly doubling a gen. I wonder if that's Dan using fucking Bardic again. Because I think they've been using Bardic quite a bit in this horny. Like, actually getting good value out of it. Rocket. Oh, my God. How does he survive that, bro? How does he survive that? Oh. He can't keep getting away with it. Okay, he can't. He actually can't. He has to stop getting away with it at some point. Does eventually go down, but that was a hell of a good chase from Rocket there. Bought a lot of time. They managed to reset Pedro. Or no, Spitz, sorry. They managed to reset Spitz, and they both start splitting gens. Pedro comes through on Dan's gen. But really, I mean, really, that was one gen done, right? That was one gen done for that first chase, which I guess is still, like, solid for Invictus, but it's not, like, devastatingly bad, right? Zaka's definitely still in this. Giving Spitz some speed. I think he's going to head back towards the hook. Wants to try to cut off any rotations going there, but not quite doing it. Okay. Sees the scratch marks from Spitz heading towards main. Spitz clearly rotating way around the backside of main. Like, he's going deep around the backside here. No one else is off gens, though, which is interesting. Like, they're just sticking gens at the moment. Is Spitz going to try to just 1-for-1 this? It looks like yes. It looks like yes. He is going to go 1-for-1 this. So 1-for-1 comes in. Spitz goes down. Do we slug Spitz and go for Rocket? Ooh, I think we do. Ooh, I think we do. The old yellow-purple 1-2 punch coming through, but Rocket actually gets in on the haste. Look at that. 22% haste for Rocket. He got like a free SB there almost. That was crazy. This pallet is like stupidly safe for no reason. I don't know what the fuck this pallet is and why it's a thing now, but that pallet is just like ridiculously OP for no fucking reason. I don't know why. So Rocket gets away from that. Spitz gets picked up too. Oh no! Oh, he bailed for the chase of Rocket to go for Spitz, but he doesn't even get Spitz. Oh no! This is tragic. They popped gen number 2. Dan and Rocket are also doubling another gen that's about to pop soon. Is that BL from Spitz? I believe it is. He's going to make a lot of distance towards main. Oh, this is so tragic. After Spitz now in main, Spitz is going to try to buy as much time as he can. Probably just go to this pallet and play it to the best of his ability. Short swing gets him. Yep, these gamers being so patient with the pallets, but you kind of have to be. Once the pallet's down, you're pretty much dead, so it kind of makes sense. You kind of have to be patient. Mazaka does eventually get him. This will be another pain res. But that was a big, big tempo shift in favor of Invictus there. The fact that he bailed from chase from Rocket and still had to take that long-ass chase with Spitz is so rough. That's so rough. Considering if he would have just immediately hooked Spitz off hook, like, it would have been the same exact result, but, like, with one less gen. You know what I mean? Like, that's so rough, bro. That's such a rough tempo shift. Goes ahead and throws the kick down there. Dragon's Grip on that gen. We do see Dragon's Grip in play, but we haven't actually seen any value out of it yet. Okay, Zaka just kind of protecting this now. He sees Pedro down below. He can see, like, I guess is he holding these gens that he can see? Oh, he has another gen top, actually. I didn't even realize that he has a gen deep top. He can kind of see the gens, but they're working gens. Like, Rocket's on a gen that's almost done. What gen is that? I don't even know what gen it is. But he's trying to protect this from Pedro, who's trying to come up and save it, right, I think. Oh, yeah, he's doing that gen. He can see that gen. Yeah, Rocket's just doing that gen. Dan's on a different gen, but it's not, like, that close to popping. I guess maybe he wants to force Spitz struggle and then maybe try to find a fresh hook. I mean, I guess to be fair, Pedro is right there. Like, you know where Pedro is. I guess if you force struggle and then you go right after Pedro. Went to interrupt Dan, went to go interrupt Rocket, but then changed her mind. Ooh, find Dan here, and this is a fresh hook. This is a fresh hook. This is not a bad chase to take at all. Live. Gonna slow him down. 15% haste on Clown. Pretty good. Gets a hit. Does he go back? He wants to defend the gen? Really? Really? Really, really? Wait. And now he... What is this indecisiveness? This is so strange. He was like, maybe I'll go back to the gen. Then he like decided against it and said, no, let's get this fresh hook. I feel like we're seeing some crazy levels of like indecisiveness here from Zaka, which again, this feels very like odd and a bit out of character. Like second guessing a lot. Again, Pedro and Dan here both being fresh. If you can like hook them, maybe put them basement, take the like 6 stage 3 fresh. Considering the spot he's in right now, I feel like that's not a crazy result to end with, considering how bad a position he's in. That being said, I don't feel like that's necessarily a great result, but I feel like that's probably the best you could hope for from where you're at this point. Adrenaline on Pedro? Oh no. Oh, that's so tragic. Oh no. And Pedro, he completely bounced from him. He doesn't even want to chase him anymore. I think he just knows. He wants to find Dan probably. But Dan's gonna be playing stealthy. There's no way Dan's playing aggressive here. Spit's playing super aggressive on this gate, considering he's only worth 1 stage. He's gonna go down. Pedro's already on the other gate. Oh, this is so rough, bro. He's looking. Oh, he did find some people here though, but they're both full health. But this is Dan and Rocket. I mean, Dan, we're 3 stages. But Rocket will take 1 hit. Yeah, I feel like you... Like, for instance, even here, you could try to kill Rocket. Is that what he's trying to do? Is he trying to kill Rocket? Like, you could try to kill Rocket, but, like... At that point, if you kill Rocket and they get Spits up and leave, that's 5 stages. I mean, I guess you could try to get both here, right? You could go hook Spits. Okay, Spits is up. Never mind. Yeah, I think he's just going to settle for Rocket, and it's going to be... But still, that's only 5 stages too fresh, right? Like, I think you have to. I don't think there's really any chance you get Dan there, right? Like, Dan was going to run into Pedro, who was full health, right? Like, Dan runs into Pedro, like, they're both full health. They take hits for each other. They get out. Rocket goes and picks up Spits, and then they both get out. And then, like, you get what? Like nothing. So I do think going after Rocket's the right play there. Like, I think it makes sense. But, like, fuck, bro. Oh, fuck. That's rough, dude. 5 stages too fresh is not the result you want to see whenever your entire tournament life is on the line here. Like, that's not super ideal. Like, reminder, if Invictus wins this clown set, we're done. We're packing it up. It's over, boys. We're done, so. And it's looking pretty good in their favor already. Like, it's looking pretty decently in their favor already from the get-go. So, rough, man. Rough. Noed's banned, Shia. There is no Noed, but they might run Rancor. Rancor is definitely a perk you see. I feel like Rancor has kind of become like the diet Noed in that way, where you see it a lot in sets where like the win con is like not that hard to reach as a way to like almost guarantee it. It's good for info too, right? It's not even just good for late game. It's kind of good for an info as well. But yeah, this is gonna be tough, man. This is gonna be tough. And yeah, again, Pedro's clown is just so good, right? Like, I hear this so much from people. I hear so often that Pedro is probably like the best clown player in the world. Which again, like, I feel like you can hype that stuff up as much as you want. At the end of the day, like, anybody can have an off game, and any like survivor team can have like an on game. Like any like I feel like if you ran like Praxis' survivors against Pedro's clown like 100 times, like you're gonna get all kinds of different results, right? So like that doesn't really mean a whole lot, but he is definitely very good at the killer. And they definitely need to have a very, very on game, which for the record, they have not looked very on all day today. Like, I feel like the practices that we're looking at today does not at all feel like the practices that we saw like yesterday throughout all of the losers bracket, which is very, very unfortunate because this is definitely the time that they really need to bring it. And yeah, it's just not really here. Praxis Mental has to be shot at this point? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like at this point, like, I don't know. You probably just go out and do your best and then probably accept the fact that you're probably 4-0'd. I mean, if they can somehow win this, I mean, I do feel like there is a lot of times where all it takes is like one game for like momentum to shift, right? Like if Praxis could somehow come out and get like a 4-stage result here against Pedro, sometimes that's literally all it takes, and then suddenly like the fucking momentum shifts, and suddenly they win like 3-4 sets in a row. I mean, we kind of saw that yesterday with like Elysium, right? Like Elysium almost got 3-0'd by Praxis, and then they tied. It was a tie. Like they tied that dredge set, and then I don't know what happened. Like, they tied that dredge set, and then it was just like smooth sailing. Like Elysium just started fucking shit up, and they went the whole way to like all game. Like they went back and had to replay the dredge set even that they tied. And they ended up losing in the end, but still, it was like a massive momentum shifter. Like, that kind of stuff can happen, but... Fuck, I just don't know, man. With how good Invictus is playing today, like, Invictus just looks so good on every side, man. I don't know. I mean, Praxis did almost have a good Survivor round against Rocket's demo, to be fair. Like, they were very close to making that like a 3-stage game. They kind of just fumbled a little bit at the end. But, I mean, it's not looking, like, completely impossible. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. This is gonna end so fast. Could you review the World Cup after? Nah. I don't think reviewing World Cup is quite the same as watching it live. Like, I don't know. If I was watching it live, maybe, but doing like a review of a VOD, that's like something I do while I'm like waiting in 2v8 or something, you know? Oh, what the Henry set? Same, dude, same. It's hard when you want to cheer for Zaka and Pedro at the same time. That's how I feel, dude. Like, there's so many people in the teams I like, but it's so hard to, like, root for one team over the other, you know? It's tough, man. It's tough. Losing 2 of your own picks is rough. Yeah. I mean, again, I think in a best of 7 where it's, like, literally the first team to 4 wins, going down 3-0 in a best of 7 no matter what, like I think regardless of whose picks it is, like you never want to be in that spot where it's like we have to win everything from here on out, you know? Like that's rough, dude. They're definitely not going to 1-2 CB. There's no way. Like there's no way they're going to 1-2. Like guarantee you if Praxis loses this, then they're like they're going to want to just hop off. Plus all these players I think are coming off of World Cup where they just played 2. Like there's basically 0 chance. This ain't scrims, bro. I don't know. That kind of stuff don't happen. If it was scrims, maybe, but this ain't scrims, unfortunately. Like these guys all have done like other tournaments and stuff. And I think they're probably also a little bit upset about like probably how bad they played. They're probably just gonna want to get the fuck out. All right, here we go. Pedro on Killer. We got Marco, Virtual, and Zaka on Survivor. So kind of that same like starting 4 roster we saw earlier. I want more games. I do too. Trust me. I would really love to see Henry. I would love to see the Henry set, especially. Like I was actually really excited for that set in particular. The fact that we might not get there is kind of depressing, but we still could. Again, we'll see. Let's not kind of know yet. Sokka and Chase so far. Let's see what he can do. Okay, wins a couple 50s there, but can't quite make it back around. He'll get hit. He does take the hit towards main though. It was like a good hit to take. He took it in a way where he gets a ton of distance. That was a good purple bottle though. I can't believe that purple bottle even landed. That was kind of nuts. Yep, and that's that Pedro clown play we were talking about, bro. That's that Pedro clown play we were talking about. So good, bro. So good at it. Like, nails those, like, long-range purple bottles where that like, land on fucking nothing. And then also, like, just constantly speeding after you. And then you have to, like, win some kind of really hard 50-50 while he's, like, got, like, 50% haste or some shit. And it's just, like, it's so hard, bro. It's so hard. Oh, it's so rough. So first hook comes in. Again, considering WinCon here is 5 stages 3 fresh, this is a pretty fast first hook. Oh yeah, he has double haste add-ons. You're right, 17% haste with these double haste add-ons. We'll put Eruption down here. Has Sloppy, Eruption, Pain Res. Keeping an eye on the hook. They're all just kind of splitting gens right now. Virtual's trying to work this gen, but I mean, Pedro is right here. I think Pedro probably recognizes that they're going to play aggressive on gens, right? Like, he has to know, especially considering how they've played all these sets in the past, too. Like, they have to predict, like, yeah, they're just going to, like, sit on gens and let Zaka go struggle, probably, right? And that was a good read, but it actually seems like at the last second, Marcos wants to come in and go for the trade, actually, so... They kind of switched it up a little bit. They were initially just sitting on gens, but they kind of changed their mind at the last sec. Or maybe they were just on, or honestly, maybe they were just playing reactive too. That's also understandable as well. The hook comes in, another pain res on the virtual. Again, huge advantage here for Pedro is the fact that he knows he doesn't necessarily have to play for a 4K either, right? Like, he can just take this one for one of Marcos and re-pain res him, and he does not really have to worry about that at all. Marco gets stuck on a log. Oh, brother. Eats a free hit there to start this chase. That's not a good way to start this. And there's a million fucking haste down coming through. This is pretty much done. Where it's looking pretty much, man. Guys, short stream today. Short stream today, guys. I'm sorry. Short stream today. Short stream today, boys. This hook's gonna come in right on top of this gen that has progress too. Yep, right on top of her. Oh, he's body blocking him. Yo, big body Marco. Big body Marco. Pedro can't get through. Wait, what's happening over there? Okay, he did eventually get through, and then he kicks a gen. And that was like one of the two gens they had high progress on. Pedro AFKing. I think he's changing the song on his playlist, perhaps. Yep, Pedro changed the song on his playlist. Oh, he's back. He said, Spotify, play the victory playlist. Sweet, sweet victory, yeah. The SpongeBob concert playing in the background right now. Still can't fit. I mean, he just needs 3 more stages, right? Yeah. No, 2 more stages. Yeah, he just needs 2 more stages. Like 5 stages, 3 fresh is enough to win, right? Yeah, and he already has 3 fresh, so if he just gets 2 more stages of any kind, he wins. So I think he's just gonna sit in front of the suck. Yeah. Yeah, wouldn't that go hard, Dino? I agree. That would go hard. I agree. That would go super hard. If they don't have that yet, they should probably have that, honestly. And Marco's gonna go struggle, and at this point, next hook stage of any kind is GG. At this point, any hook stage of any kind coming through is gonna be game over. So, again, for Praxis to win this, they need to pop all the gens and open the gate and get out without anybody going down. Which is, like, again, just an absurd thing to ask. The unhook comes in. Did Invictus drop a set versus Elysium? I thought they dropped a set versus Elysium too, didn't they? Or did they not? Did Invictus clean sweep Elysium? Yeah, I know they lost to Ascent's Spirit. Yeah, they lost Myers, right? To Elysium, I think. I think Elysium took 1 set against them. I just can't remember what it was. I think it was Myers. They didn't go 3-2. Oh, so they lost 2 sets against Elysium then. Myers and Spirit. Ah, yeah, okay. So yeah. I mean, I think Elysium I definitely put up a pretty good fight against them. Again, I think Praxis should have been, like, I think they should have been able to put up another, or probably should. I can't speak. Holy fuck. I haven't, bro, it's too early for me. They probably should have been able to put up a better fight, is what I was trying to say, if I'm able to English. Holy fuck. But they, I don't know what happened today, bro. I'm telling you, like, this is not the Praxis that, like, I feel like we've seen, you know? Like, yesterday, all day yesterday in, like, the losers bracket, Praxis looked so good, bro, from, like, start to finish, all day. And I feel like today they just looked so, like, indecisive, a bit sloppy, like right from game 1, they were, like, taking chases right to gens. Like, that's literally how the Wesker game started. It was like a chase got brought right to, like, 2 of the gens. How did you not get hit there, Virtual? What the fucking German internet is that? Holy hell. But yeah, like, chases just got brought right to gens that were, like, being worked. The first hook, like, came in right on top of, like, 2 high progress gens. And, like, it was just, like, real little things like that are, like, you just don't expect to see that kind of stuff out of, like, a team that's in the grand finals of a tournament like this, right? Like, again, this tournament was meant to be the top 16 teams in the entire world, right? So, like, these 2 top teams, you should ideally be the top 2 teams in the entire world, right? So it's just odd. It was odd seeing, like, real basic macro sloppiness out of, like, a top 2 team, you know? Like, it was so odd. It was so strange. It's like watching, like, fucking Worlds of League of Legends and, like, Fakers missing a bunch of fucking CS in lane or something, and you're like, what the hell am I watching? You know, like, it was just strange. It was a very strange day today. None of this mattered at the end because Marco's hook was enough to win. By the way, it wasn't a tie. No, it wasn't a tie. It's been over for a long time. It's been over. Sorry, don't get hyped. It's been over. We had 3 freshes versus 2 freshes. So it's been over for a long time. Don't worry. Mark, I don't think Pedro would have played that way at the end if there was even a chance for there to be a loss still. That's it. I mean, Invictus just takes it 4-0. That was just a super clean 4-0 sweep from Invictus. I don't really know what else there is to say about it. I don't know. That was, to be quite frank, kind of a disappointing grand finals, honestly. Like, a little disappointing. I definitely was hoping for a little bit more games. I was hoping for a little bit of a closer matchup. This kind of just felt like a beatdown, you know? It felt like a bit of a beatdown today. Pretty unfortunate, man. That's going to be it. Invictus 4-0s. Congratulations to them. They win the Hens tournament. The NA, also for the record, the NA reign is gone, bro. The NA reign is gone. There are no more NA Hens champions. For a long time, NA was winning like pretty much every tournament. So, that's no longer a thing. Invictus breaks that up. I mean, NA didn't even make it to the top 4 this time. So, you know, I don't know. So, Tofu stream later? Nah. I'll be back tomorrow, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, Invictus did pop the fuck off today, to be fair. Like, they played really, really well. I mean, like, kudos to them. You know what I mean? Kudos to them. Just a bit unfortunate that Invictus couldn't bring a better game today, but, you know, it happens. Everybody has their on days and their off days. And I think Praxis just had a bit of an off day today, you know? It is what it is. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. So did Clown lose? No, Clown won and lost at the same time. I don't know. I don't know how to answer your question, to be honest with you. I don't know. Off day on a final is tough. It is, yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, I was really okay. To be honest, I really wanted to see these 2 teams in particular play the Henry set. Like, I was so curious how that set was gonna go, but we just didn't even end up getting there, which is kind of sad. It's a bit depressive, but you know, I guess it is what it is. All right, I guess let me find somebody to raid. Payout? Oh yeah, the game of payout. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know how tournaments work. Oh, basically, Clown gets played by each side. Is how it works. And so like, one team plays Clown against the other team's Survivors, and then they flip flop, and then they play Survivor against their team, against the other team's Clown. So like, you can't really say that the Clown won or lost. It's more like Invictus won the Clown set. Like, it's more like up to the team that wins rather than like the Killer winning over the Survivors, because both teams have to play Killer and both teams have to play Survivor, you know? But yeah, Invictus won every single set today. So like, yeah, it was a pretty unfortunate tournament. Again, not really. Yeah, 2 matches for 1 result. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, like you take you basically do 2 matches and then like you compare results and then whoever wins the overall set. Yeah. It's how it works. It's not like just 1 match. It's like 2 for each Killer, essentially. But yeah, again, Invictus just kind of pulled through them today. So congrats to them, man. I mean, I don't know. They played fucking outstanding. So kudos to them. I'll be back tomorrow with more games. I'm not gonna do anything tonight. I'm just gonna bail and go chill tonight. But I will be back tomorrow with I don't know, probably win streaks, most likely. We'll probably be win streaking tomorrow. I mean, we'll see. I'll be back to like regular schedule, right? This was obviously the last day of the weekend. This is the last day of the the last day of the tournament. The last weekend of the tournament is what I'm trying to say. I can't English today, bro. I can't English today. I gotta get the fuck out of here. This was the last weekend of the tournament, so I'll be back to my normal schedule. No more like taking weird days off or whatever. I'll just be streaming Sunday to Friday every day from now on again. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Probably win streaking, but we'll see. I'm gonna raid I'll raid Heather. I don't really get a chance to raid Heather very much. She's live. You guys go hang out with her. She won the Otovu Summer Brawl a while back, so you guys can go hang out with her. She's a previous champion. There you go. Go hang out over there. I'll be back tomorrow with more games. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and vibing. I love you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Go hit her with a Get Ready Nerd Jebaited. And go vibe over there. And I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for hanging. As always, I love you guys. I'm out of here. See ya. Take care. See ya. See you later. See ya.